Today I am going to be teaching you how to play Red by Taylor Swift on this beautiful red guitar. Loving him is like driving a new Maserati down a dead-end street. Alright, so to play this part, we're going to make an F major 7th chord. And we're going to pick 4, 3, 2. So, and then you can just maintain this shape as you play 5, 3, 2. And then you can just make a G major shape. You don't even need this finger, and you just go 6, 3, 2, and you'll do that twice. So all together we have our main progression takes place in the verses and starts off on F major over C, to A minor 7, to G add 11. So just some alternate chords you can play here. Instead of F major over C, you can play regular F major. And then for A minor 7, you can just play A minor. And then for G add 11, you can just play G. So you can play the regular chords, it does sound good, but I want to show you the more Taylor-like chords, the more Taylor-esque chords. Another couple of popular chords that Taylor likes to play for her F majors is an F sus2. And then for G major, she plays what's called a G sus4. And this mutes the 5th string and the 1st string. And if you watch her fingers really closely in live performances, it looks a little weird, but she takes her 2nd finger and she lays it over her 3rd finger and applies pressure to help mute that extra string. And then the skin on your hand should help kind of mute that bottom string so it's not ringing out. So it sounds like that. I actually think the G sus4 sounds really good with this song, so I recommend trying that one out, but I really liked the G add 11 with the other chords. So just mix and match different chord voicings and see what you end up liking, because really, whenever you play the song, it's all up to whatever sounds good to your ears. Our strumming for the verses is really simple. We're just gonna do 8 down strums per chord, per measure, and the G major, the G add 11 actually, we play for 2 measures. So you'll play 16 down strums on the G. So we're gonna go ahead and start off here on our F major over C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Taylor is the queen of taking 4 simple chords and just making them sound absolutely magical. And the way that she does this, her like secret Swiftie sauce, is to accent her strums. So palm muting, accenting certain strums. What I mean by accenting strums is on the 1st and 4th counts, we are going to give our strum an extra little just like that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm out of breath. Loving him is like driving a new Maserati down a dead-end street. Faster than the wind, passion and a sin, and it's so suddenly. Loving him is like trying to change your mind once you're already flying through the free fall. Like the colors and I'm so that is how Taylor would play Red in the stolen version era. But now in the Taylor's version era, I imagine her to play it a little differently. So if you remember back to when she was on her Reputation tour and she had the green, glittery, sparkly acoustic guitar, and she had her amazing set where she played Dancing with Our Hands Tied, and it was so raw. By the way, I made a tutorial for that exact performance, so you can learn that. I'll link it right here. But the exact chords that she played in that performance, we are now playing in Red, and I feel like this is how she would strum it. Loving him is like driving a new Maserati down a dead-end street. Faster than the wind, passion and a sin, and it's so suddenly. Loving him is like trying to change your mind once you're already flying through the free fall. that strumming pattern is down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Doesn't that sound so beautiful? I feel like this is how she would play Red today if it was just her, like just her and her guitar. I could see it happening. Maybe we'll get that someday. I've seen a lot of people comment that they love the original production of Red. It's like pop rocky, but also that sometimes the rock performance of the song takes away from the emotions that the song conveys. And so when you break it down to its most natural essence, it's just so raw. Our second progression takes place in the choruses and starts off on F major over C to C major, easy transition, to G at 11. That's the first line, and then every line in the chorus after that is F major over C to A minor 7 to G at 11. That's all the way to the end of the chorus. Now, as far as strumming goes, if you want to do the more pop rock type approach, I would do all down strums and I would leave them open. Losing him was blue like I never known. Missing him was dark gray all alone. Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody you never met. Loving him was red. But if you want the raw acoustic version, I would do the same strumming that I showed you in the verse. Losing him was blue like I never known. Missing him was dark gray all alone. Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody never met. Loving him was red. Red, red, loving him was red. Touching him was like realizing all you ever wanted was right there in front of you. All right, I feel like now is the perfect time for a practice break. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. If you were wondering, yes, this is pretty much almost the exact guitar that Taylor used during her first Red era, and all of her live performances is a featured guitar in the I Bet You Think About Me music video, which was so cool to see. I have a whole video on unboxing this guitar, trying it out, and going over all of these similarities and the very minor differences between this guitar and Taylor's guitar. Taylor's Red acoustic guitar from her Red tour was custom made by Taylor Guitars, which is a very well-known guitar brand. So she got it painted red to match her Red tour aesthetic. Her model is the 614 CE, which is an available model, but not in red because Taylor's guitar was customized. But you can get a 614 CE, and I'm sure you could probably pay the thousands of dollars to get it customized just like Taylor's. But here's the cool part. This is the 214 CE, which is almost identical to the 614 CE. There's just a couple of little minor differences from this guitar to Taylor's guitar, but Taylor Guitars recently discontinued this model, so whatever is out in the stores, that's it. I would run, not walk, to get this guitar. I'm gonna link down below Sweetwater, which is where I got this guitar. I actually asked them if I could use this guitar in my Taylor Swift Red tutorial videos because obviously it has brought so much joy into my guitar playing, into my life. Because what's more Taylor Swift than playing a Red guitar while you're playing songs from the Red Taylor's Version album? So thank you, Sweetwater, for making my wildest Swiftie dreams come true and for sponsoring this guitar lesson. Our third and final progression takes place in the bridge and starts off on F major over C to G at 11 to A minor 7 to C. That's our first line. Our second line is going to be F major over C to A minor 7 and ends on G at 11. Now, if you want to strum it exactly like what the song is doing, you're going to strum it in a very staccato-like way. And what I mean by that is we're going to take that same palm muting technique that we had, but we are going to be very abrupt with it. Like every down strum, we're gonna use this. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. Head. So what we are doing is not only are you using your palm to mute the strings, but you also need to work with your fretting hand on this because you're going to be releasing the pressure at the same time your hand comes down to mute. So we're gonna go, so I'm press and release, press, release. If we were only maintaining pressure with our fretting hand and just muting with this hand, it would sound like this. So what we need to do is we need to mute with our fretting hand because when we do this, it gives that really crisp staccato-like rhythm. Remembering him comes in flashbacks and echoes. Tell myself it's time now. Gotta let go and moving on from him is impossible and I still see it on my head. Burning red. Loving it was a All right, so that little part right there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna strum down, up, mute for each chord. So we have down, up, mute, down, up, mute, down, up, mute. Very dramatic, love it. It fits perfect with the rhythm. And then after that, you just go full strum again until the outro of the song. So you just go, losing him was blue like I never known, and missing him was dark gray all alone. Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody never met. 'Cause loving him was red, yeah, yeah. Burning red. And that's why he's spinning round in my head. Comes back to me, burning red. Yeah, yeah. And it looks like driving a new Maserati down a dead street. And that is how you play Red by Taylor Swift on guitar. If you would like to play more Red Taylor's version tutorials, you can check out my playlist right here. If you scroll through and don't see a song yet that you would like to learn, drop me a comment down below. Also, if you're just getting started on guitar and you feel like you could use some extra help, you should totally check out my full beginner guitar course as well as my 7-day practice planner. I'll have those both linked down below for you.